Hey there, welcome to Pop Culture Cupid.
I'm Alison, love coach, here to help you single people find your way back to love.
And I'm Michal, I'm a single life coach. I help singles embrace themselves and their singleness, as well as develop a healthy self-relationship.
In this podcast, we will look at how pop culture impacts romance, dating, and your love life.
And each week we'll shoot another arrow through another pop culture delusion.
I thought we weren't going to do the whole cheesy thing.
And then burst into smithereens.
Oh my god, dude, that's so cringe!
Sorry, it's in the intro now.
If you make it through the chaos and you enjoy what you hear, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and go to all the social media.
At Pop Culture Cupid on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Enjoy!
Recording in progress. Got it. Hello.
Hey, hi.
You look super cozy today.
Oh yeah, I do. I am. I mean, for people watching the YouTube video, I have a new chair, a new comfy chair.
It looks really comfy.
It is. It's so on Saturday, my boyfriend and I, we wanted to get a beanbag. We'd seen this beanbag that was like, you know how beanbags is a bad good idea. Like you think it's a good idea, but actually they're not that comfortable. Well, we'd found this one beanbag that was very comfortable, but it was something like 200 euros. So it's like, oh, do we get it? Do we not get it? It's a beanbag.
It's a fancy beanbag.
It is. It was decadent. It was so comfortable. And so on Saturday, was like, let's go and see. And so he was like, oh, it's not really, we can't really put our head down and blah, 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 which led into we need to find a bead bag because we now really want comfortable seats. And it led to buying 2 chairs.
Oh, fun. Yeah.
So
I remember when
two
beanbags used to be, yeah, that's nice. Enjoyed them. They look fun. But I remember when beanbags used to be a thing. The problem is like those little balls used to get everywhere.
Yeah.
Somehow. And then you all get squished, and the thing, like after a few months, would just not be a bean bag anymore, it'd be a bean squash.
Exactly. And so the one that we found was it was like this new technology of tiny, tiny, tiny balls. I think like memory foam, like mattress type, like like really, I mean, it was like 200 euro beanbag chair. You were paying for something. Wow. And there were so many, like you would sit and it would just it very, very comfortable beanbag chair. But we're old. We're 30.
I know. I feel it too sometimes, like, oh my God, I'm getting old. I need to, my body is not as agile as it used to be anymore.
I know.
But no. Nah. 30 is still young. I mean, like, it's like, yeah. My mentality, as much as I'm mature and whatever, my mentality hasn't really caught up. Like I was asked not long ago how old I am, and I had to think about it. Like I'm like, oh my God.
I know.
Still feel young at heart.
The other day we were talking, and like somebody who was, so I'm 32 and he's 33. And we were talking about something like with a 20-year-old. Oh, no, I've got a better story. Oh wait, did I talk about oh yeah, I did talk about how I was talking to an 18-year-old who didn't know what Mean Girls was.
Oh yeah.
I was
you said that last time.
And then so yeah, this 20-year-old, he was just talking about just like school stuff, and we were like, like 20 doesn't feel like that long ago, but actually it's 12 years ago.
Oh my God, it's
and
a long
we're not
time
in
ago.
school anymore.
We're not in school anymore. Heck, we're not in college anymore. It's like, my God, it's like everything's changed.
I know.
People don't like, and the thing is that I'm so like disconnected from like, because I live in my own bubble. Like I have my, I work from home, I see my people and whatever, but I'm not part of like any, I don't know, clique or whatever. I'm not in the inside of what's going on. So I have no idea what's going on these days. I have no idea what's like, you know, happening and what's different. I'm just like in my own bubble. So
I know.
who cares?
I know. So we are known fans of Charlotte Dobray's.
Yes, we are.
We love her, and we, thanks to her, discovered that there was a Reddit thread called "Today I Fucked Up."
Today I fucked up. Yes. Oh my God. Is that not relatable? Remember there was a site, I don't know if it still exists, that was, what was it called? I think F My Life. It used to be a
FML.
site like
Yeah,
FML, yeah.
we had the same one in France, which was called Vie de Merde, which was basically called My
Vie
Shit
de
Life.
merde.
Vie de
Yeah.
Merde, you know, with the R. Yeah, and it's basically people just talking about how, I mean, I don't know about FML, but VDM, the French version, is an Instagram page now.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean,
mm-hmm.
It's an institution. I mean, in France, it was really, really big. Like everybody knew of it. Everybody posted stuff on it. My brother printed out FML, so French FML, toilet-related stories that he printed out in his toilet so that people could watch while sitting on the toilet. It was a big thing.
Yeah. No, I haven't looked at it in so long, so I have no idea. But I just remember it used to be like a big thing. I don't know what, you know. But yeah, I mean, we all fuck up sometimes, so it's very relatable.
Yeah, and I think there's something about reveling in other people's misery.
Oh, there is. It helps you disconnect from your own misery. But also feel like, you know, there's other people that are also going through shit, and it's not just you. It just reminded me, I don't know why. I guess I was a bit bored. I was curious. I saw this Korean dating show on Netflix called Singles Inferno.
Right.
So it's like, why not? Let's watch it. Let's see what it's about. And I'm like sitting there watching it, these 10, 15, however many they are, perfect people with the perfect jobs. They're all most of them are under 30 or just past 30. They have the most amazing jobs. They're so successful. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God, I feel so, you know, like a loser watching this. But then I remind myself, and this is true to most reality shows, they bring the top 10 people probably out of how many in Korea, in South Korea. It's like, these are the creme de la creme of you know, the society. It's not as if everyone in society over there is like that. And I have to actively really remind myself that. And this is probably what a lot of people do. Like they sit and they watch this and feel like losers. And so it makes you feel bad that, you know, like everyone's so successful but me. So it's nice to know sometimes that, you know, not everyone is so successful. Not everyone has like perfect days 100% of the time, and we all fuck up sometimes. So
yeah,
I hope that spiel made sense somehow.
It did make sense. People like to see success, but we also kind of like to see when people fuck up as well. Just so you know, it makes us weirdly feel better about ourselves.
Yeah, and it's entertaining.
Did I fuck up recently? I mean, probably. maybe while we'll talk, I'll have a story that comes up to me about when I really fucked up. I mean,
I'm trying to remember as well, but I can't seem to.
So I'll kick us off with a soft one.
Yala.
A dating one, because obviously I saw Tinder and I was like, that's a story for me. And so the title goes, "Today I somehow accepted a date invite and then stood him up without even knowing it."
Oh God.
And so she
self-awareness, people.
I know, self-awareness. So this is so I'm going to preface this with when I talk to male friends or clients or whatever, or just like generally male people who are trying to flirt with girls, I will say just take charge. Don't be arrogant about it, but women will appreciate the fact that they don't have to be making any decisions. And so, you know, I will say, I will suggest men to say, let's go for a drink. Would you rather go to a wine bar or a cocktail bar? Instead of, would you like to go on a date? I would say, you know, present the option of doing something, not present the option of doing something and doing nothing. Like, you know, and which is exactly what JT did to me, by the way, where, you know, we talked back and forth, and he said, so would you rather go for a hot drink or a glass of wine? I was like, wow.
That's amazing. It's like I used to work in a, I'm sorry?
No, go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like when I used to work in a clothes shop, and my manager would always say, never approach with a yes or no question. Always open with like, what can I show you? Would you like to see this or would you like to see that? Like, don't go with like, can I help you? Because they're gonna say just no, or even if they say yes, it's just like, you know, kind of, I don't know. It's like, it shuts off the conversation, kind of. It's like, yes, that's it, okay, or no. So you kind of want to, it's also like more decisive. You're taking away the choice, but in a good way, because then you have to decide, okay, so where are we going and this, and it's a lot of back and forth and whatever, and it's like, let's cut to the chase.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just like when you go and order a burger and they say, would you, you know, do you want fries or salad with that? So, oh, well, you know, it doesn't, you know, it's on that, you know, it's tittering on, you know, slightly manipulative, but not at a horrible end. It's just, you know, you want to move things along, and it's everybody is fine that way. Because, you know, people need to know that they can always say no. Like, let's remind people that if you're presented with two options, neither of which suit you, you can just say no and just say, well, no, neither of these options suit me. And so, you know, however, and so when JT did that to me, I was like, I missed the part where you asked me out on a date, and he responded, oh, well, I just thought that was a given. And so we ended up going on a date, and it was great.
That's adorable.
I know, it's great.
I like that. It's really cute. It's cheeky. It's like,
it's cheeky, you know, and just as, you know,
and it makes them stand out.
Exactly, you know, and I showed this to my friends, and they were, you know, everybody approved. And what that was great, because that was advice that I was already giving, and I was like, you know, see, it's amazing. Anyway, however, a key detail is that I ended up saying, yeah, okay, I'll go for a glass of wine with you, and we went for a glass of wine. The key detail, I said, I'll go for a glass of wine. I answered him. I gave him information. This is what happened to our Today I Fucked Up friend.
Yeah.
So the guy texts her. So I can't see what she writes, but because I can only see that there's a question mark at the end of her previous message, but I can't see the whole message. So he says, we should do something together this weekend. And then a couple of hours later, do you have time later? Let's eat something. And then a couple of hours later, I've got us a table at 6 at such and such restaurant. You will love it. And then a couple of hours later, I'm leaving now. Do you want me to pick you up? Where do you stay? I'm already in Christchurch, wherever that is. And then the next day, you're a time-wasting bitch. She never answered to any of them.
She never responded
to any of them. So he wrote her a message. So the first message that he sent her, we should do something together this weekend, was at like 12. And then at 1, he sends her, do you want to do something later? And then at 3, I booked a table. And then at 5, I'm leaving. And then at 6:30, you're a time-wasting bitch. She had never responded.